June and Jennifer Gibbons were born in April of 1963, identical twins to Barbadian parents who had immigrated to the UK. From the very start, the world saw something off. In school, they were the only black children, isolated, bullied, mocked. But instead of breaking them, it pushed them inward. They began to speak to no one but each other. And when they did speak, it was in a rapid, unintelligible whisper that even their family couldn't understand. A secret language, a world only for two. People started calling them the silent twins. But silence doesn't mean peace. Sometimes, it hides a storm. By their teenage years, June and Jennifer had built their own universe, writing fiction, filling diary after diary with stories of obsession, jealousy, and murder. Their prose? Dark, violent, disturbing. They mirrored each other's movements like shadow puppets. If one laughed, the other laughed. If one stopped eating, the other starved. Psychologists tried separating them. Nothing worked. When apart, they became catatonic. One girl would stop breathing, while the other would scream in silence until reunited. They were two halves of a whole, but there was tension. In their diaries, each accused the other of sabotage, of psychic domination. Jennifer once wrote, "We have become fatal enemies in each other's eyes. We feel the chains tightening. Someone has to die to set us free." Let that sink in. One twin believed the other had to die. Then came the crimes. Arson. Vandalism. The twins, now in their late teens, were caught setting fires across their Welsh town, destroying buildings, taunting authorities. But instead of prison, they were sent to Broadmoor, one of the UK's most infamous psychiatric hospitals. Locked inside with murderers, rapists, and the criminally insane, for 11 years. Inside Broadmoor, their bond grew darker. Jennifer's moods grew erratic, violent. June grew scared. She wrote in her journal, "Jennifer's evil and I'm afraid of her. She wants us to die." Jennifer, in her own words, "We once decided that one of us had to die. I'm going to have to die." It was no longer symbolic. In 1993, the twins were finally approved for release. They were to be moved to a lower security hospital. On the ride there, Jennifer, previously healthy, collapsed in June's lap. She died suddenly of acute myocarditis, an inflammation of the heart. No drugs, no poison, no trauma. It was like she just chose to die. Doctors couldn't explain it. There was no warning, no physical reason. Just days before, she told a nurse, "I'm going to die. We've decided." And she did. After Jennifer's death, June did something no one expected. She began to speak. To everyone. Clearly, openly. She left Broadmoor, rejoined society, and today, she lives quietly in West Wales. Free. But her interviews remain chilling. When asked what finally freed her, she said, "We were war-torn. I'm free now. Jennifer gave up her life for me. A sacrifice. A release. Or a pact fulfilled?" The story of June and Jennifer Gibbons isn't just about silence or crime. It's about obsession, control, love that borders on madness, and a mystery that even death couldn't solve. Two girls, trapped in a language of their own. One walked away. The other vanished into the shadows. Tell me, was it murder by mind? Or love's final act? If this story haunted you like it haunted me, share it. Comment what you think really happened, and remember, some bonds can't be broken, even by death. Subscribe for more stories the world tried to forget. You've just heard the unspeakable.